Nginzikize zibyamaso omukwano yandage kubo simanyi gye ndagaano olugendo lwawala natuuka buli w'obulawo bange yalwazizza omuwere sula ntudde okutuusa lw'olidde emmeeme n'ogikkakkanye ntawanya oba libeera n'ebirowoozo bimumanyi bwe ndimulabako emitima girijja yananazako obumunga yenze bulamu bwe gyali kimanyi alibeera omubwati nga nsuubira konomu anawanirira omutima gwange wuno yono oyo yegwe musunga omwoyo gwa kalosa akasufu pambatira perekera ontuusa alibeera omubwati n'onyoyo hey. Mubalungi begumbesa owegonjebwa apeweta muline nesumulula yasobola tena wakana yebusobozi obumpanguza embeera yonna yeyeka aliwoyo nonyoyo obalibera n'ebirowoozo bimumanyi bwe ndimulabako emitima girijja yananazako obumunga yenze bulamu bwe gyali kimanyi alibeera omubwati nga nsuubira konomu anawanirira omutima gwange omwoyo gwe kalosa akasufu alibeera omubwati n'onyoyo.
Oh my good God gracious. Ako kebaita live band. So we are having a live band in studio tonight.
Yes, of course.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
You are welcome. I welcome you again on our creative podcast. I am Mickey the Poet, your host. So tonight we are humbled to have some of the best creatives around town. The best creatives around around Kampala. So I have a vocalist and I have a poet and an instrumentalist as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you Becca. Becca, who are you?
Becca. Sister Rebecca, that's the name, but I use Becca. I sing. I love music.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in the blue corner.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Geof, the poet.
Geof, the poet. So how come you are a poet and you're doing a guitar? Poets only talk. That's as much as I know.
I grew up in a kind of instrument environment, as in a drama team at school, and I used to do local drums, So me starting to play guitar was at campus.
So you do a number of instruments?
Yeah, basically I do, let me say percussions and then guitar.
Okay. What are percussions? Help us understand.
Something to do with percussions. If we've all seen maybe the Afrigo band, I think someone who does those two drums that are always, or what they call the conga. Yeah, that is a percussion.
From percussion to conga, I'm getting more confused, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so Becky.
Yes, please.
Becky Becca, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Becca. Becca, you have social media platforms we can reach you?
Currently, I don't have a YouTube channel, but I believe I'm going to have it. Very soon you'll be knowing how you'll be following me. Yeah.
Yeah, you have a nice voice. You should really should really have space. We should look for your work. So Mr. Geof, the poet. On this platform, we talk about art. So we invite creatives and we discuss art. Tonight, we want to really understand why or how art has influenced the world. We have all different reasons we can give about art being influential to the human race. If I'm to say it would be 80 over 100 influence to the human race as far as art is. So tonight we're going to talk about those few things or those many things that have been done in this world, and it is because of art. We can start with us in particular, how we have influenced the people we live with at our workplaces, because I understand some of us are students, some of us are working in different sections of the nation. So how have we had us impact the world? How have we brought effect to the human race? And that is for tonight. If you are there and you want to be part of this creative podcast, please give us a call and we will hear from you. Let us discuss together from wherever you are. We will be glad to have you part of us. Let me start with Mr. Poet. We started with the vocalist giving us Aliwa Omo, right?
Yeah.
Aliwa Omo from Navagre. Kakati. Let us start with a piece from Geof the Poet. It'll be beautiful, I think.
Yeah, poetry is a way I describe my inner feelings that I can't really express. I'm from a background of low self-esteem, even as the fact that I can do the thing. So this particular piece, it has its own introduction. Let me just do it.
We dive in it.
Born and raised in Jinja district, this little Msoga boy had a unique instinct, collaborating with every single artist, drafting every single script. See, his mind was like a creative canvas that painted love in every single verse. Man, for over 10 years, this little stick man gave us a 10-year journey of love lyrical metaverse. Gone but not forgotten. Allow me introduce this poem entitled Ennyimba z'omukwano. Kati weesibe leeso, leka nteekeko ne guno omuleereeto, ate ennyimba z'omukwano zinnoonya. Mukwano nsaasira bwe mba nkukeereddeko, naye kituufu kiri nti ewange si kyebaka. Sikyazannyira mu budde, anti bwe nsumagira nze mba mpedde. Sikyalina potential ya kiduula. I know they will talk and talk and talk and talk. Naye nno ku luno ne bwe badduula, mbu I've engaged a lot of my agility. For it's better to engage my ability before I'm laid down that lonely place of serenity. Jennifer Ntunga bino ebiwundu byonna ebinzijjudde ku mutima. kimanyi bakugamba ku nyambula surely oli omwana w'abandi yandi ku mutima naye ekituufu kiri nti ye yamba ddala era ebyange naye byagaana nyabo nno ku luno gw'eddagala magnetic osikiriza ddala okuva ku mutima like bread and butter together we are fitting wama gwe sembera tubalage titufiitinga. I can be your African Michael Jackson. I can be your Black John Lennon. Ne lwaki onnumya? Pakumukisa, I take you out tonight, cuddle you down those lonely streets under the street lights. Mama gwe tukikole neera, 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 neera. Anti we batugoba, naze ngenda maaso. Kino kyempulya is like a heart attack. Baby siwakana ku luno nkwetaaga. You my number one, I can't let you go. Vakubina ebyabateesi abagenda bansiiga enfuufu. Jennifer, omukwano gwo gutamiiza. Jennifer, omukwano gwo gutamiiza. It's definitely Macho's margin whenever you leave. And I'm missing you, my only Mary Jane. Dembesa is all I can say kwaga maso gojja ontunuuliza. Anti kyovolaba ekana akatontome kako dear. Anyway, God forbid, but if it dare happens that I happen to sleep in your arms, please don't cry. I repeat, don't cry. Simply take time to remember me. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a tribute to Moze Radio for his creativity in our space. Yep.
So, what intrigues you to write that piece, Geof?
One time, this is just 1 year old piece. I was at office.
Mm-hmm.
I happened to work in a facility management kind of company. So I manage properties in terms of plumbing, electricity, and so I'm a technical guy, basically. So I'm at office, then I'm watching NBS. Guys are running that Friday night show where they are celebrating his life. And I'm like, this guy was really so creative. Literally, when he was here, I wasn't like listening much of his songs, but after passing on, I took time to really study his lyrics. And I was like, why don't I come up with something? In a nutshell, it just dawned on me, why don't I combine most of his songs into? I think you could tell that those are just...
Yeah, I realize you picked titles to the many songs that he had, and you have them embedded in a piece. That is quite interesting. I think there is another creative who did that. It is a poet also, Mordecai Mulisa. He's a poet and a journalist. He did a tribute as well. So let us dive to Becca, because now you have done a piece that is relatable to music.
Yep.
How do you think, or how do you feel an artist like radio impacted Uganda?
Thank you so much. When I start talk about Moze Radio, it's feel a lot, because Moze Radio was a good man when it comes to creativity. He really taught a lot of Ugandan musicians, because right now you can still see that many musicians out there, they're still standing on what Moze Radio started. You get? So he really created something that can never be put aside. You get? Like, we really appreciate what he started, and that's why every time he can be remembered by everyone, even if someone doesn't know him, because of what he did, and it's still moving on and on. People still appreciate his good work. Yeah, that's what I can say about Moze Radio and what he tried to create into this current Uganda that is still moving on and on.
How has his music reached you at heart in person? What effect has it made to you?
You know,
As
to
a
me,
vocalist,
yeah.
as an artist who wants to probably do much like he did or even better, how has his music as an artist influenced you?
You know, me as a person, apart from the vocals in the song, I always love the story, the words that are used in a song. So, before even looking at his vocals in the songs that he used to sing, I used to love the words that he could pick out and use because they could always draw my attention to his songs. You get? It could always make me feel like I want to listen to more songs of Moze Radio. And up to date, I still love his music because whenever I listen to his songs, they really add more things into my life. So I really appreciate him and I will always celebrate him.
So
Yeah.
Moze was a poet. Moze Radio was one artist who could align words the way you feel you want them. So you really appreciate the fact that he could create, because we are looking at creativity. So he made his words very relatable. Is that it?
Yeah.
I appreciate about his music for the fact that he's a good storyteller. You realize his music and all his songs come with stories embedded. I think that is more appealing. It causes us to pick interest in that. Lately, you find people pick words that are probably trending or something like that, and they would stick to a particular word, and there is no story there. There is no much beneficial communication. People have tended to call it bubblegum work. I hope none of us here is doing bubblegum work. Yeah? Okay, so I come back to the poet, Geof. You write that piece. What did you put in writing that you feel is going to impact the person listening to your piece? And when you perform that poem, how do you feel, or what do you think someone out there is feeling? How is that poem impactful to the person out there?
The biggest part of that poem is the introduction to me. The fact that I bring to reality of a person I didn't meet like person, but I read about him. I kind of went down to read, to watch videos of him, and then I'm able to tell someone out there that he was a small young boy who grew up like any of us. But then for the fact that he could put his head to task and bring these things to reality in a way that his imaginations turned into lyrics, to make it so simple for every listener. Part of his life is the fact that even when he had beef, grudge with other artists, in his songs, even the person holding grudge with him would simply enjoy the song because he would find a way of hiding the grudge within the song. When you hear songs like Talk and Talk, obviously he's blasting some of the guys that are eating up his back, but who doesn't want to listen to that song? So that creativity, that niche. So when I was writing this piece, I was simply trying to bring awareness to maybe someone who might not have had enough of him, who didn't know where he comes from, and maybe I hope I communicate.
for everyone out there, our viewers, have you had dedications? You're going to sleep and your baby boo sends you a dedication. So you literally have that song take you to sleep.
Yep.
Yeah. Or you share a moment that is depressing. Probably you are having anxiety and stress, and then you share with someone, but then they send you a song to soothe you. Dedication. That, in my opinion, is the very first applause we should give to art.
Yep.
Hmm?
Yep.
Yeah.
Art speaks to our hearts.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So, even those that are going to have breakups, you know, when your boyfriend sends you a particular song, you need to.
Musicians make them hum and sing. Comedians make them laugh, but poets make them think. So like the first thing I usually drill on when I'm going to write a piece is, will this be able to make someone think? I think that's one of the things that I would look at as you're writing, as a poet, as a storyteller. Maybe 1-2 years after you've released that poem, will it be something that will make someone think? Mm-hmm. Because maybe it might not necessarily be about, let's say, love. There are so many things to write about. I know many in my space call me Tasso of Tonde. And I delight in that, because the fact is, there is a lot to write about as a poet. Mm. It shouldn't be just pick up lines and punch lines. And at least, man, you can talk about Muhammad Ali. You can talk about Idi Amin Dada. Like, write a piece about that guy. Like, literally ruling Uganda for 7 years. And people are saying he was a P2. What does that mean?
A P2 graduate.
Yeah. So there's a lot to write about.
Let us give chance to Becca. When you are writing, you are a writer and an artist, right? Yeah. So when you're writing, you're creating, right?
Yes.
So when you are writing, what do you think you should put in place for a song to communicate to the human race? What is the singer out there, or the writer out there that wants to be better? What is it that they should put in place as they do write their songs, so that the human race can be influenced and touched?
When I talk about writing, like writing music, to me, first of all, before writing, we live in this world, and many things happen people pass through many things. And you know very well that when you pass through a certain situation, it's not you that has reached into that situation like then and then. Yeah, for the first time.
It's happened.
Yeah. So, and it will still happen. So, when I'm writing songs, I want to communicate to someone out there. Because whenever I'm writing, I believe that someone would need my voice, would need to listen to these words so that that person can be changed. You get? People need to be encouraged. Other people are just driven away, but they can be, you never know, they can be changed by this music. So whenever I'm writing, I look at the congregation and I look at what really happens.
Oh, so is what is happening around influence what you're writing, in how you write your song?
Yeah.
Probably we are in COVID. Coronavirus is taking place everywhere, you know. You write depending on that and how people are affected.
No, you know, you've talked about like art. You know, art, it's mostly about being creative and other stuffs. So in this, like, you can write according to the situation that is happening, but the difference that comes in, when you, how do you really create your song? Which words are you using? Because you're going to, okay, you can talk about COVID, but it's not going to stay there forever. You get? It's going to change. So when you're writing a song, you should know that, you should be having that in mind, that this situation is going to end. So and what happens? What happens? What happens to that song after?
Hello.
You.
Okay, so
wait. We have a caller. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yes, hello. Hello, we can hear you. Who are we talking to? Banange. Airtime. Airtime. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello, we can hear you. Who are we talking to?
Hello?
Who are we talking to? And where are you calling in from? Oh. Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, my name's Natasha.
Your name is? Your name is? Sorry, could it be network? Anyway, so you are saying, what I'm picking from what you're saying is, you see how you can, probably like coronavirus, you see how you can encourage people that the situation is not lasting long.
Yeah.
So you put that in your art, in your music, in your song.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yes, hello, we have a caller.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, my name's Natasha.
Sorry. Hello.
Hi, so I have a question for you. Because I'm watching your channel right now.
All right.
And I'm in as you're... Hello?
Sorry. Yes, Natasha.
Hello?
Hello.
So I have a question for Becca.
Yes, dear.
Becca.
Yes, darling.
Yes. I have a question for you.
Okay.
So, as an artist,
Yeah.
how do you differentiate your sound from other celebrity sounds from the music that you're singing?
Sorry.
How do you, as an artist, have your sound different from the other artists? Is that so? How do you package your sound to be different from the others?
All right. When it comes to sound, for me, I think, first of all, I have to be myself. You know, we learn from different people. Those artists out there help us to know our position. But the fact that I'm Becca, I have to be myself. And I cannot sound exactly like the other person, but I can do something in my own way, and you still love it. So that's what I can say about that. Thank
Okay.
you.
Impressive. Thank you, Natasha.
Wow, that's beautiful. Well summed up. And how do you continue to elevate your sound? Would you say it's a Ugandan sound or an international sound?
You know, like you cannot just come out of blue and you reach at something big, but the fact that I'm still in Uganda, I have to build up my strategy, like building up something, because when you have an aim or an intention to do something or become something big, because I wouldn't wish to stop here in Uganda. I would love to communicate to many people out there in the world. Many people need me. So I would wish to do it more than Uganda, like I push it to an international level. Yes, darling.
Great. Thank you, Natasha. Natasha? She's off. Okay. I wanted to ask her what she does.
Thank you so much for answering
Oh,
my
you may ask her.
questions. I'll continue to tune in, and I look forward to seeing more of you.
Hello.
She's off, huh?
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. You're welcome, Natasha. Question very important for all of us here, since we
Yeah.
are creatives. Wow. How do you package your work? I think Natasha is trying to ask what is making you different as a creative. How are you packaging yourself as a creative that you will sound different from any other and be impactful? And how do you want to be impactful? How do you want to influence? What should people think about you when they hear Geof? Like you talked about Moze Radio. What should people think when the name Moze Radio? How have you?
Yeah, I think one of the distinctions that make an artist is actually the life you live off camera.
Okay.
Because literally, where most of us as artists will have to find, can I say, the hurdles of progress is when
Hello?
the backstory comes against you. So
Hello?
I think...
Suppose we have a caller?
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, hello, we can hear you.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Hi, hi.
You're
Hi,
good.
Mickey. Hi, Geof. Hi,
You're
Creative
good.
Podcast.
Yeah.
We're good. You're not new to the space.
I'm actually struggling to get what you guys are saying. This is Bridget from Mukono.
Okay. Bridget for Becca to handle.
Yes,
Okay.
Bridget.
You. Yes?
Yeah, we can hear you, Bridget. Please go
Hello?
ahead.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Wow, perfect. Well done. Thanks for the show.
Thank you.
I love the performance, and I love the piece that Geoff just performed. It's amazing. It got me emotional.
Jennifer. Hey, he suggested
Ooh.
Bridget.
I can't get what you guys are saying.
So
Hey.
what do? You have a question for us? You want to share something about how art is being influential to the human race?
Hello.
She's off?
Yeah.
Sorry, I think we network or something. We'll have it go well. Anyway, we were talking about you packaging yourself as a poet, and you're sounding different. Your work is different. You are very recognizable. When we hear Geof the poet, so we know this one has pieces that come for me when I am sad. These pieces from Geof the poet are for environment and things like that. So how are you packaging yourself? I give you the question that was posed to Becca from our caller, Natasha.
Yeah, the tricky bit with our Ugandan space is maybe until a certain point, but having yourself distinct with a certain field may not be so easy at a starting point. So as a writer, as a poet, you may end up writing on every single topic that crosses your mind, so as to buy yourself space into this creative space. But literally, I would think what makes you distinct and different is being able to brand yourself well. I got this from a marketing friend of mine who told me you need to distinguish yourself from, like, you as an artist and whatever you do outside being an artist. So you may be a designer who designs on the other side, but then as an artist, a poet, you need to be able to brand yourself differently. In that the moment the name Geof the poet shows up, someone knows this is related to poetry. And I've seen that come through even at my workplace. My MD calls me Geof the poet. Yet he didn't sign Geof the poet at the
He signed someone else.
Yeah, but because he knows what I do, what I post, what I keep doing. I'm sorry for my friends who post memes. I'm not so good at posting memes on my, because I literally, it's like intended. I want to make sure there is a resonance with what I do every day. So as an artist, I would think, I stand to be corrected, but I would think your deliberate kind of obligation you put to yourself is to ensure you keep pointing your audience to what exactly you want them to have.
Now, you in particular,
Yep.
what do you have your audience point at in regards to you?
Okay. In regards to whatever
Where
I
is your
do,
energy? Where is your strength at?
basically my energy is about the power in what I write. Like, if I'm to write a piece, I want to be so lyrical about it. So such that when I post it on my Instagram page, even if it's just a verse from that poem, people will ask for the other total poem of how it will be.
Now, to add to that,
Yeah.
that strength of the verse,
Yeah.
where is what area of life
Yeah.
is it driving at?
Okay. I'm a kind of I would say moral concept writer.
Okay.
So I'll write something to direct society into the moral direction.
All right.
Some may come as some people tend to bracket them as gospel pieces, but my intention is to ensure, like, it's a moral directed piece. Like, if I'm writing about don't drink and drive, I can't fail to mention Jameson. I can't fail to mention Uganda Waraji because it's on the other side.
Okay.
But I will make sure my piece wraps it up in a way that it directs the reader to a moral concept. Don't drink and
All
drive.
right. Now,
Yeah.
same question, Becca. Where is your work which area of life, which area of human race does your work give strength?
You know, when you look at all the things that happen in life, I think love drives everything. Yeah. Love drives it all because it's the source of everything. When you look at the pain, when you look at the joy, it's all about love. Where there is no love, people find pain. Yeah, but you can drive it in a different way.
Yeah.
So when there is no love, I can sing about pain. And I tell people how it feels when love is no more.
You have another love piece we can give you.
Yeah, I can have.
You can press your machine, and Becca can do some magic for us.
This is my song. I wrote it and I love it so much.
Okay.
Hope everyone out there can enjoy it.
Do you dedicate it to the lovers out there?
Yeah. Before I sing it, you know, in different relationships, some people are already tired and they're already out of it, but someone is wondering why this person is leaving, why this person is behaving so strange. You know, it really pains when the person you love no longer loves you the same way.
Passion. Have you been in that state?
I speak something because I know.
Okay.
I know. I know how it pains. And let me just sing that song. Yeah. I wrote it and hope you enjoy it. I call the times you stood there for me. You could do however much you cost. You could tell however much you need. But right now, but now, I see you're becoming so strange to me. I'm losing my energy, my energy, my energy. I'm losing my energy. Don't let me fall. Twatandika bulungi nga binyuma, wanyumiza na bingi nga sinyora, wampuliza bulungi okukamala, naye kati okyuse nnyo, ebyaddala zonsuseeko, nzirira mu mukwano, ebyagaana tutereeze, awaagaana ffe tukanye. Twatandika bulungi nga binyuma, wanyumiza na bingi nga sinyora, wampuliza bulungi okukamala, naye kati okyuse nnyo, ebyaddala zonsuseeko, nzirira mu mukwano, ebyagaana tutereeze, awaagaana ffe tukanye. I'm losing my energy, my energy, my energy. I'm losing my energy. Don't let me fall. I told you cool it down. When breathe out, let it go. But no longer want to tell me why you fearing out for me, and I cannot do it all. Everything that I need for, as you could know, I'm just a person. I'm not perfect. I'm losing my energy, my energy, my energy. I'm losing my energy. Don't let me fall.
did you take my heart with you? Maybe you packed it in the big bag, the big blue bag, the one you used to hang on a nail next to the wardrobe in my bedroom. Miss Joanita, write me a letter. Write me a letter, maybe later I may feel better. No matter the data takes to download your later, I will sit and watch it downloading and loading and loading. My Miss Joanita, see, when you come back, please bring back my heart with you because I do not feel it. Love. So I realize we all have pieces talking about love. We have songs talking about love, 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 love. Do you? Apart from Jennifer?
Why? Why bring such a question?
Let us give Geof the chance to do it. Do you have any love piece? Now, this is when you see what people have really passed through, eh? So Miss Jonita took my heart. Now for you, you are begging people to come back to, eh? And then Geof?
Yeah, love becomes so funny.
Love is funny.
Becomes so funny.
Hey.
Like it becomes so funny.
Okay.
I'm not saying it. But anyway, I write love pieces. Most of the love pieces I've written have a section in which I'm going to be able to get them
and
through. But maybe this particular one, okay. Love. L-O-V-E. It's everything everybody says anchors nothing. Now, I know that statement doesn't make much of a sense. But, truth be said, the first time I found myself at this place, I failed to figure out the crossroads section to which I would take. Love. She said I was the perfect definition of everything she ever wanted. I thought I was that perfect piece missing in her puzzle. But guess what? As like a pawn on that chessboard, she could only ride over me like a knight. And I asked myself, where do I fit as a king for this queen that wants to battle me down? Ladies and gentlemen, that's a free kind of.
From the community or where we happen to be, do you have this particular example or situation where people have been helped or they've had art change their lives?
Yes.
Probably someone was committing suicide, probably someone, because of a particular song, chose to love someone. Do you have those few incidences that you've witnessed that have happened? And art, when we talk about art, we are talking about music, poetry, fashion, dance. Has any of those happened to change something in people's lives that you have witnessed or maybe experienced? Becca?
Yes. You talked about fashion, like art in different ways. You see, when something new comes out, then there is a certain congregation that those people will accept it and appreciate it. You get? So, like when you look at the side of fashion, when something comes in and it's new, someone will be like, oh, this is how they do it. And that person starts developing that habit, like that system of doing that particular thing. And when you talk about music, the art in music, when a song is really real, they normally say when a song is good, the DJ praise it, man, more you get. So when a song is real and it has meaning and it's driving someone close to it, then trust me, it changes a lot. People like happen, like those things of relationships happen in people's lives, and when someone doesn't have anyone to talk to, a song comes in and that person is really changed by the song without any other person's words, but because of that song, something changes in their lives. So art is real. Art is really live. Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I can say.
Maybe just to also add something to that. I've been on to stage performance, I think, for like 1 year now. Like, I was just a writer that wasn't really performing. What drives me to performance? I think it comes somewhere last year at around mid-July, as we were going through the last wave of COVID. I happened to lose my kid brother.
Sorry.
Abruptly. So it was an abrupt accident. A building ran down on him, and I go into a depression season of around 3 months. So I'm trying to show you how art can revive our hearts and how we can get back when we start kind of pressing the button of creativity in our lives. So I go into a depression of around 3 months, and I never wanted to speak to anyone, not even my mom. So she kept bothering me, I would say, by then. Like, she kept, because she was also going through the same thing. My mom, for the first time, I think, spent over 8 months without working. Like, literally not working, because it was an abrupt incident. My dad could not talk to us. Like, we all went into that wave. So I start camping at work, and I start writing stuff at work. So I write about anything that crosses my mind. Once someone talks to me about something, I keep writing about it. I could go read, try to find out a few things I could add. And I'm telling you, that was, I think, the happiest season in my grievance. Because every time I would get on paper, I would find myself thinking less about what happened to Jose. Because Jose was literally my next brother. So we had talked a lot. He had a lot of vision. He was a media fanatic. He was a code programmer and that kind of stuff. So we were into a creative space as a family. So when I write these pieces, I'm like, I get that motivation to feel like there is more to life. There is more to life than just living day in, day out, day in, day out. And when I started sharing the pieces, because I have to really give credit to Luz, the poet. Luz was the first person who really called me to a show and told me, Geof, I want you to come and perform here. And that was on the 1st of Jan 2022. And it brought me up. I couldn't know that even my guitar skills would make some poets smile, people like Kaga Ingovi, and everyone. So creativity, as I wound up, creativity is something that everyone, I don't know how best you can dig into that in your space, but if you find anything that is creative within your mind to do, please get on it.
Allow me read some messages from the people that are watching live. Jen Patricia Namukose is sending love emojis.
Oh, thank you.
Bridget Kumaik. Bridget Kumaik has actually applauded Geof.
Wow.
There is that thumb, Chigalo. Destiny Gladys says, "Yay, Geof the poet."
Wow.
So humbled.
Someone says, "R.I.P. Moze Radio." I think this is a lover of Moze. And then someone here is saying, "Can I be Jennifer?"
Oh.
Oh, there you are. Yeah. And so someone has come in to say, "I'm Jennifer." This one is Patricia. Patricia said, "I'm Jennifer." Yes, Judy Bear, we see the fire up there. Jen wants to be cradled on the lonely streets. Banange. So, people have words here. Special, Emma, this is destiny. That is a worthy homage to him. Tried calling, but I can't hear. Oh, Bambi, sorry. We will be improving. I am too late, but I've jumped onto the podcast. That is Jean Coprice. Beautiful. We are happy to know. So we have Jen here saying loud and clear. That is nice. And then someone is saying, yes, Becca.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. So you have fans out there.
Wow.
Thank you
great.
so much, and many more are still sending in their messages. We appreciate you. Thank you for watching live. This is the Creative Podcast. We have this platform to talk about art. We will be having so many people that come by. Today we've been blessed with an amazing vocalist and an amazing poet and a guitarist that is pretty interesting. I want to request you to kindly subscribe on our YouTube channel. Do not watch and don't subscribe. Subscribe and like. Also share. Alright? Comment. And we will be humbled to have you part of us. We will be having this coming through our way every fortnight, every after a fortnight. So be sure we will be with you and we will continue talking art. Probably we can have you part of the guests someday. What a beautiful thing. Last remarks, last words. I will hear from Becca, ladies first, and I will hear from Geof, and we will conclude this beautiful session tonight.
Right. Thank you so much. I'm just excited and humbled to be here. I really appreciate the opportunity that has been given to me. Who am I to be here?
Who are you? You are a good
I really
vocalist,
appreciate.
a good artist.
Yeah, there's
You're a
many
big
people
deal.
out there, but I appreciate that you chose me to come here. And I thank all of you that are out there watching us. You try to put in your money and you watch us.
Hey.
I really appreciate, and I wish you all the best. Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay. Now let us have a word from Geof.
Yeah, someone told me the best way to express things is when you combine words. I would say this moment is phantasmagorious,
Okay.
fantastic, magnificent, and whatever. So the thing is, I'm so happy to be part of this podcast. To all our dear viewers out there, we are so humbled to have you as part of our audience. It's good to do something and then you realize there are people appreciating it. And Mickey and the team, we are so humbled to be here. I, for one, am humbled. I'm Geof, the poet. Everywhere, social media, YouTube, Geof, the poet. You will surely get the best of poetry. Engage me if you are starting a poet. Engage me if you want for me to play for you under your recitals. I can totally do that. If you want to learn guitar,
Hey.
I'm totally open. You just reach out to me and see how we can organize our schedules and get there. Otherwise, whatever you find yourself able to do as a creative, just do it. Who knew poetry would reach here?
And here we are. I request you again, please subscribe on our YouTube channel. Dearly, subscribe on our YouTube channel. Like, comment, share, and we'll be getting bigger and better. Let us close this with a song. I request.
Okay.
With a melody. Eh? Got it.
Right.
Thank you until we meet again.
Okay, this is a song of Gianna Moze. You know, we do everything, but we just keep on trying. We don't know what happens, only God knows. And we always appreciate him for everything that happens. All right. Amazima ddala nkimanyi nti Mukama omanyi bwe ntunula gye wanzija abalala gye wabaleka onwanira entalo abalabe ze baleeta kale ne weebayimuka nga Mukama w'oli sitya sisonga wadde nga sirina maanyi kuba Mukama tulamuze oli w'amaanyi ssebo sisonga wadde nga sirina ssente kuba gwe Katonda gwe nsinza ensi yenno kanyimbe ndimuse erinnya lyo Yesu Mukama w'otolize nandibadde ntya na bino byonna Mukama ebinnuma bitwale abange banzijeko lukongolo bwetunula mazima ndaba ntya watali gwe Mukama eyenze nandibadde ntya ennaku nandigizeewa nekweka mu ggwe olwazolwase Mukama mazima oli mwesigwa gombanye ebyange sasira ebyonoono byange Mukama bwe nkusobya kuba mu maaso go kitange ndi mwana ssebo sasira amaziga gange Mukama go ge nkukabira togira busungu tova ku ludda lwange kanyimbe ndimuse erinnya lyo Yesu Mukama w'otolize nandibadde ntya na bino byonna Mukama ebinnuma bitwale abalabe bange banzijeko olukongolo.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Until we meet again.